Guys, this is me on a walk. On screens, young Padawan, I do not agree. Please, help me guys. I'm on screens. Help me. I'm gonna die. Okay, well, I'm not actually gonna die, but, yeah. I might. What do I say? I am on my screens way too much. In 5 years, I might like have to get glasses because I'm on screens too much, or in 20 years, I might not be able to see. Not only for my eyesight, but for my mental health and for my physical health and for my lifestyle and my everything. I need to get off screens. So I had an idea. And that is to copy everyone else's video on YouTube and do the swapping my screen time for reading time video. I want to be this, except maybe, you know, not a cloud. No. This has been a really popular video that's been going around for like, I don't know, half a year maybe. I don't really know when this was made, but yeah. For me, part of what I'm doing on my phone is actually productive, but there's definitely a part that's not productive that I need to stop. So I have 4 books picked out for this video that I'm going to try and read. I don't know how many I'm actually going to get done because I've never really done anything like this. Let me show you the books I have picked out. This is an interesting assortment of books. These are just kind of like random books that I had on my shelf that I kind of need to read. First up, we have And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. I have really been loving mystery novels, and by that I mean I really love that kind of stuff, but I never actually really read it, so I'm gonna start reading it. This is the world's best-selling mystery, so I'm really excited. I think I've read 3 chapters. I'm on chapter 4, so yes, I've read 3 chapters, and yeah, I'm that much done. It's not a super long book, so we're probably gonna get through this pretty fast. I'm really excited for this one. And then the next book that we have is The Iron Trial, which is the first book in the Magisterium series by Holly Black and Cassandra Clare. Any book that's by those 2 authors, I'm going to want to pick up, but this is actually for a book club that I'm doing in December, so I kind of have to finish this before January and preferably start it like before then so that we can like discuss it on Discord or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna be like completely honest with you. I'm not excited to read this in the way that I don't think I'm gonna like it that much, but I am excited to read it in the fact that this will be my first book by Cassandra Clare. I've never read anything by her, and I know she's a really famous author, and I just want to read her books, but I'm just like maybe like in a year because I kind of have like other things that I'm in the middle of, so I don't need to start a whole long series and then a whole another long series and then a whole another long series and then a bunch of short books or long books in between. I don't need to do that right now. I need to finish what I have and then go on from there. And then the next book I have, Scythe. It has a medal on it. I don't know what it is though. I can't really read it. But this, okay, this is a really popular book. You probably already know what it's about or have read it, but just in case you haven't, I'm gonna read the back to you because once you read the back, there's no going back. A world with no hunger, no disease, no war, no misery. Humanity has conquered all those things and has even conquered death. Now scythes are the only ones who can end life, and they are commanded to do so in order to keep the size of the population under control. Citra and Rowan are chosen to apprentice to a scythe, a role that neither wants. These teens must master the art of taking life, knowing that the consequence of failure could mean losing their own. They learn living in a perfect world comes only with a heavy price. That sounds so interesting. How could you not read this? Also, like every booktuber I watch is like my favorite books, and this is included in it, so I am going to probably read this in this video, hopefully, if not right after. So yeah, I'm very excited about that book. And then the next book that I have is The Magic Thief, Book 3 in the Magic Thief series, Found. This is a book that I personally would not have been reading if it wasn't for a friend that suggested it to me, and they said it was like really special to them because of like their childhood memories and stuff when they read this, and this is like an elementary novel. It's not even like middle grade. It's a pretty short book slash series. I read the first 2 already, and I read 2 chapters in this book. It's not a long book, so I can probably read this fairly fast, I think. So I think I just need to like get through this book because I don't really have that much interest in picking it up by myself, so maybe this video will help me read it. Okay, these are the 4 books that I have picked out for this video, and just in case I end up finishing those 4, I have another book picked out that I don't necessarily want to read in the slightest, but if I finish those, I'm gonna make myself read, and that is The Unwanteds by Lisa McMahon. This is a middle grade book, and I love middle grade books, but the problem with middle grade books is that a lot of times it's not as developed because it's for a younger group. I started reading this and I got like 5 pages through. It didn't feel like it was going to be a book for me. It wasn't interesting, and yeah, it didn't seem like the characters were gonna be deep in the slightest, and that's good for like people who don't care about that stuff, I guess. But I'm definitely more character driven than plot driven, so if I don't care about a character, if the plot is really, really good, then I might still read it, but if it's not, then I might not read it. If a character is so two-dimensional, then I might not want to read it, and that's what this book was like giving me off of the first 5 pages. I'll make myself read it if I finish those books, and we'll see if it's actually good or bad. So these are the books that we have technically picked out for this video. I think the one that I'm going to start reading first is And Then There Were None, because I already started it and it's not that long of a book, so I think I'm probably gonna read that for today. But now we get into the fun part, starting the video. Let me just tell you what my screen time is for today. Today is actually a lot shorter than some days, so I'm really excited about that, because that way I don't have to read like for literally like the whole day on the first day of this. Right now it's currently 9:10 or something. Okay, so I went through my screen time for this week, so it's currently Saturday, so I have like so I have like Monday through Friday. So I have like Sunday through Friday. I'm probably gonna end up doing this for like 5 days, maybe 5, possibly 7. I went through last week's, and the screen time that I had for today is 5 hours and 51 minutes. This, like I said, is not actually too bad. I mean, it's bad, but it's not bad compared to what it could be, what it usually is for me. So we're gonna have to read for 5 hours and 51 minutes today. That's actually not too bad. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start reading right now, because I think currently, like I said, it's like in the morning, it's like 9:10. We can finish this fairly soon. I think I'm gonna go outside because I feel like I haven't really been outside too much, so I think I'm gonna start reading outside. I'll see you outside. I just read chapter 4. I was not expecting that. It literally happened in one paragraph, but no spoilers, so let's continue reading. We've been reading for like 14 minutes, so 4.5 hours to go. I made it to page 100. Yay, and it's been 41 minutes, so I think I'm gonna read for an hour and then go inside and have something to eat. Something warm, because I might actually come back out here. I don't know. We'll see. But let's keep reading until we get to an hour. So around 19 more minutes. Things are getting really interesting. So this is really fun. There's a blue jay or whatever it's called right there. Oh, it's making so much noise in the leaves. It's like, what is it doing? There are so many birds in this yard. Also, yes, it is like, I don't know, 40 degrees, so, but it's actually, it doesn't feel that cold, but like my fingers are really cold. There's a red bird too. Oh wait, there's 2. Oh man, okay, what is happening? There's 2 blue jays right next to each other, and then there's a red bird over there, and then there's about 100 tiny birds This is cool. I have to show you guys real quick. I'm gonna pause the timer. We have about 13 minutes left. Those are 2 blue jays. I don't think you can really see because like I'm zooming in a lot, but yeah, it's really cool. I feel quite sane at the moment, thank you. Okay, so it's been over an hour. It's been an hour and 6 minutes. I was just finishing the chapter I was on. My hands are really cold, so I'm gonna go inside and get something to eat, something warm, and after that we'll continue reading. This part is really funny. Blore said there might be a hole in the cliff. Blore said there might be a hole in the cliff. If we had a boat now, we could row around the island. Landbard said if we had a boat, we'd all be halfway to the mainland by now. Okay, this makes no sense. Why wouldn't you suspect the person who, like right now, Blore is blaming Lombard because he had a revolver, but why wouldn't you suspect the person who literally like jumped up and said, no, I'll go get General MacArthur instead, and came back telling them that he was dead? Like, why wouldn't you suspect that person? Which I'm pretty sure his name was Armstrong. Anyone? Dr. Armstrong trying to stick up for himself by saying, I'm a well-known professional. Man, really? Wait, we were already told that he literally killed someone on purpose during the surgery? I'm confused. There's probably a twist. Let's keep reading. 1 hour and 40 minutes. I too am a well-known person, but my dear sir, that proves less than nothing. So I just got a drink, some water, and I'm gonna start reading again and go. This is so funny. I think definitely Lombard is my favorite character. He just said, which of them is you and Owen? Well, at a guess, and with absolutely nothing to go upon, I'd pump for Wargrave. That is so funny. Finally, somebody's making sense. Vera. And I'm not saying I know it's Armstrong, because I'm assuming like everyone reading this book is like, okay, it's Armstrong, so like there's got to be a twist, but like still, that would be what you would expect in the situation. Hello everybody. Yeah, so I just want to update you guys on where I'm at. So currently I have 2 hours and 50 minutes. So for today I have to do 4 hours and 51 minutes. So I have like 2 hours left, and I'm really loving the book so far. I have a suspicion, and I'm gonna tell you guys. So if you haven't read it yet, you don't like, because I don't know if it's gonna be right or not, but like, yeah, if you haven't read it yet and you want to, just skip this part. So my suspicion is, and I have no idea if this is right in the slightest, but it's that Miss Rogers is the one killing people, because I don't know, I feel like that was, and maybe like the doctor is working with her or has his own goals or something, or maybe he's not really a doctor. I don't really know what's going on. Okay, I think he is a doctor definitely, but I think that Miss Rogers is still alive and that she's killing people. I don't know exactly what's going on besides that, but that's my sort of suspicion. We'll see if it's right. I have a feeling it's not going to be right, but just in case it is, I'm telling you guys now. I think I'm on chapter 13, so I wanted to like update you guys before things start getting juicy, and I'm talking about like the whole book has been juicy. It's like a prime meat. It's so juicy and delicious, and I could not put it down, even though, okay, I don't know I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, but I'm pretty close to finishing the book. So oh, I have dropped this watch in literally every video I've had it in. But I'm gonna start reading that again, and we're definitely gonna finish it today. I'm so excited to see what happens. Let's go. By the way, I think the time right now is like 1:45. We'll see what happens. Okay, guys, I have been outside for like 4 hours and 40 minutes. It's like 42 degrees out there. Yeah, I literally was outside for almost 5 hours in 42-degree weather. It wasn't actually that cold. Like, my hands were getting kind of cold, my toes, kind of my nose, basically all the parts where you get frostbite, which is not good. But here's what I actually came to discuss with you. I just finished And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. Where do I start? Like, what do I say? Like, so what do I say? Well, okay, let me just start by saying that this was amazing. I wasn't expecting it to be the person that it was, but then again, so I feel like during the first half of the book, I was like actually trying to think of who like, you know, the murderer was, but during the second half, I was just kind of reading it. So I feel like if I had actually thought about it during the second half, I would have actually probably thought of. Now, let's get on to the amazing fact that this is a 5-star read. It was so good. I have never read a book in one day before, unless you include like actual really short books. This is definitely not a long book. It's pretty short, but it's a book. On top of that, the oats and apple was actually really good, and it was really healthy because it wasn't like the pre-made oatmeal packets that have like 1,000 grams of sugar in them. So oats are actually healthy for you. Really healthy. Eat your oats. Okay, wait, I forgot to tell you. Let me get my watch real quick. Currently, right now, it's 3:53 p.m. So I started around like 9:30 or whatever. I don't know. And remember how much I had to read today was 5 hours and 51 minutes. Guess how long it took me to finish that book? 4 hours and 40 minutes. Like, in my mind, I'm like, why? Like, why couldn't I have just been a slow reader? Like, have taken a lot of time on one chapter so that I could get that 18 minutes in? But no. So I guess what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to read just like for 18 minutes of a different book that I'm probably going to start reading tonight. I'm probably not gonna film it though. I'm just gonna like do it. Don't worry, I will do it. I'll update you guys in the morning. For now, goodbye. I'll see you in a few seconds. Hello, everybody. Just so you know what's going on, a few minutes ago, I actually just woke up from a nap. I never take naps. I literally have like never taken a nap before. I was on my couch editing a video and I finished it, and then I was happy. And then I fell asleep for an hour. But the good thing is I feel great. I was planning on starting a little earlier than this. I'm gonna choose my shortest day for today because I'm starting a little late, and that's 2 hours and 30 minutes. But also, I know my hair's horrible. I just put it up like this because I need it out of the way to read the book that I forgot to mention that I was gonna read next. I have not actually started it. Why did I have a bookmark in it? But anyway, I'm gonna read this next. It's not a super long book, and also I need to read it for a book club. We're gonna start this right now. Ooh, Ooh, that's interesting. He shaped and molded the frozen substance of the glacier under his hands as he climbed. That's an interesting power, I'm assuming. Ooh, this book is violent for a kid book or whatever. Is this a kid book? Oh, it smells so good out here. But basically, he just found his baby under a dead person, and it says the baby's left leg hung at a terrible angle like a snapped tree branch. Graphic. I don't know. Why does that look like Percy Jackson? Okay. Sounds like Percy Jackson in the first sentence. So why is this guy's name Cal? I just read The Red Queen a while ago. One of the characters' names was Cal, so like why does this guy's name have to be Cal? Although I did look it up. This book came out a year before the other one, so like I'm not